A quick update before I show you around the camp. So we arrived here earlier, as you saw, and Anna went in to speak to the people and came back out and asked me to give her our passports so they could take photocopies of the passports. Actually, let me turn this around. Anna is fixing the table for us to make dinner. So Anna asked for my passport. Sorry, I'm topless because it's so hot over here. Apologies for that. Anyway, I then went to check inside the car where I usually put the passport bag and realized it wasn't there. So what happened was I am security mad in a way. I'm conscious of our things being stolen whilst we're abroad and therefore struggling to make our way back into the UK. So I basically put our passports in one security bag, and then whenever we stay in a hotel, I put the bag in our hotel room, and I generally just hide the bag under the mattress in our hotel room. And when we got to Salamanca yesterday, I did that. Excuse me. I did that in Salamanca in the hotel, and then this morning when we checked out, I forgot. So we've driven about 5 hours here, including 30-minute stop in watching more than that, but 5 hours drive to Seville, and realized I'd forgotten our passport in Salamanca. It was a serious panic. So I had to reassure the people in this campsite that look, we do have passports. I've just forgotten them in our previous hotel, and then I had to call the previous hotel in Salamanca and spoke to them and said, look, I left our passports in our room. Can you please go and check? They went to check and said, no, we can't find your passports. Like, the passports are in there, please check. They went again and said, no, we can't find them. And I said, have you checked under the mattress? Eventually told them where it was again. Then they went to check. Then they found the passports. And this is about 5 p.m. already. But when I first called them initially, I said, look, can we please start processing? One sec, I'll do this whilst Anna is trying to do that. Anna is trying to fit the evening light and also the awning stretcher in there. So I'll hold this for you, love. There you go, that goes in there. You gotta keep pulling that, yeah, in the middle, to your right. Huh? To your right, where where those two middle things are. Yeah, now the top one. There you go, to your right, yeah. No, see where the buttons are over there. Those rivets. It's fine. You see those? You can't see them. Those rivets.
Yeah.
That's where it goes. I mean, it doesn't matter, but. Oh. Perfect. Okay, all done. Thank you, love. Now back to my story. Eventually they found the passport, and then I got them to look into posting it to us. Took a long time. Then they confirmed actually they can't post the passport to us and post the passport to us, but it would cost 100 euros. I'm like, what? 100 euros? But actually, you know what? I have no choice. We are stranded, and I don't fancy driving 5 hours back to pick it up and 5 hours here, and the cost of fuel as well. So that's basically it. Yeah, I'm glad they could deliver they can deliver the passports tomorrow, because we'll leave on Sunday to go to Morocco, and there's a bank holiday on Monday and Tuesday. So if we don't get the passports tomorrow, we will have to drive to the hotel to go pick it up, which isn't ideal. But thankfully, issue averted, and we are gonna be able to get our passports tomorrow, and then drive to Morocco. Well, drive to the port on Sunday and get to Morocco on the same day. So let's show you around the campsite quickly, just where the car is, and later I'll do a proper tour. And this is where we are. Anna has set up the awning, as you can see. So this is I haven't really talked much about the actual full setup properly. I think maybe we'll do that another time, but just a quick, this is a drifter awning, and this bit comes with a lighter which I'll put on later. Just need to plug it in the car over there. Got a fridge over there. Simple setup. Zoom out. It's a really cool campsite. You come in, you don't need to book in advance. They have about 100 places, so there's always a space for everyone. and there are places sort of next to us. Actually, the two places next to us are pretty much vacant. We're directly outside, sort of facing the exit. We don't mind. Loads of really cool setup here. Actually, I saw a Ford earlier with a 270-degree awning. Actually, no, it's a Land Cruiser actually over there. So I'll do a proper tour later. But I think that setup is really cool with the iCamper. We're gonna make dinner and then later I'll show you around. It's dinner time, although Anna's finishing her dinner. What did you have for dinner, love?
Spanish omelette, roasted tomatoes, spinach, salad and olives with anchovies.
You can't quite see much there, but it looked really good earlier. And I'm making myself octopus with cherry tomatoes inside a baguette. That's dinner. And yeah, I'm not sure if it's a beautiful view, but a nice relaxing atmosphere. We've got a neighbor on our side now. Alright, we've had dinner. I'm going to wash up shortly, but I thought it would be a good time to do a quick walk around of the campsite to show you what we've got here. There's a Fiat pickup over there with I think it's called Tichern or something like that. Box on the back, sort of camper on the back rather. I've always been interested in buying something like that, but I wanted a Defender 130 for it, but I couldn't get one. So settling for, well, not settling, I'm happy with the Defender 110 setup we've got. Just walking around the campsite. It's a huge campsite. It's going to be hard to walk around everything. I'll pick the interesting bits. That's very interesting. You see that setup over there? It's huge. It's a Kia, I think Sportage or something. It's a really cool setup. It's similar to the one we've got, but it's longer. I like how they've cordoned everything off. You've got a lot of motorhomes here. Lots of them. That's the Land Cruiser I was talking about earlier. It's a really cool setup. Yeah. Love the awning. I wanted a 270-degree awning, but I couldn't get one on time for the trip. But that looks really cool. With a huge iCamper setup over there. It's really cool. Hello. And yeah, just got a couple of people. This is a British family over here. British family over here too. Sizzling sausages. And a couple of VW vans, sort of camper vans, all around the campsite. So what do we have? I think I've done this already. I'll move to the front. Maybe I could ask this guy about the tent. 1 sec, let's try. Hiya. It's a cool setup. Do you want to tell me about it? What? Do you want to tell me about it on camera?
I don't know. It's made by myself.
You made this?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. It's not perfect because there is no zip. Zip line.
See.
But it's my first time I build something like this. So.
It's Italiano.
Yes.
Ah, it's really so you home built.
Yes.
What?
I am a Windows maker for job.
Oh, you make Windows, okay.
But I try to build something like this, and it worked. So yeah.
It's very inspiring that you built this by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I look around?
And also the small kitchen is made by myself.
You built this too?
Yeah.
Sorry, the lighting isn't good, but this is really impressive.
Yes.
Wow. I might come. How long are you here for?
What?
How long are you here for? When are you here till? When do you leave?
Where I live?
No, when do you leave? When?
Sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
Tomorrow.
Morning or?
On the morning. Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna come back, but this is really impressive.
Thank you.
This is really impressive.
And how many nights have you washed pots so far?
Pardon?
Sorry, I thought you said every night. How many nights have you washed pots so far?
Well, every night we've camped out, imagine. Every night we've camped out. So you've cooked sometimes. I enjoy it. Good morning, people. We head to Morocco tomorrow morning, so we've decided to just clear out the entire car today, rearrange things, make sure everything is visible, well, not visible, but properly tucked away, clearly arranged. The past 2 weeks we've just sort of dumped things wherever we can find, which is fine, but we now need to make sure everything is neatly put away, and I'm taking care of that. What I'm doing 2 things this morning. So these Vinley seats are not great in heat, and as we move into hotter climates, which we already are in Seville, I got these Exmo trim seat covers. They're canvas ones, and they're really good, and they will help with sort of keeping us cooler in a way. I actually like that they come with this sort of back space. You can put things in there from the rear seats. I'm going to be installing these this morning, and then my phone holder, this Yosh thing, it blocks the air condition when the phone is plugged, when the phone is attached to it, but we're going to need as much air conditioning as possible in outer climate. So I've got a permanent phone holder that will go into that tray over there. So I'll be installing that as well this morning, and that's the plan for today, just sort of getting us ready properly for the journey into Morocco. I have also decided to swap out the standard Land Rover rear lights for the mod stuff rear lights. The dual LED lights have now been fitted. Put it on, it's the white light. Several times I've come to the back of the car to search for things, and I've had to use my phone's touch light, including the standard lights. It's just not good enough. But with this I can see very clearly, and if I don't want to attract any bugs, just switch to red lights, and good visibility down here even during daytime. So I'm really pleased, looking forward to using this for the rest of the trip. And that is the end of my installations for today. Exmo trim seats installed, phone holder installed. We decided to take a trip to Seville city centre to explore the area. I think it's about 10 or 15 minutes ride from the campsite. So yeah, we'll show you what we find there. We are here now. I can't emphasize enough how hot it is over here. It is incredibly hot. It looks beautiful. Sorry? Too hot. It's about 42 degrees right now. And we just need somewhere to sit down, have something cold to cool off. But it looks beautiful. We've only just gotten to the outside of it. I'm sure there's a lot more to see once we get to the innermost part of it. But it looks beautiful. We've gone around. Most places are actually shut, as you can see. Some places here, most places are just shut, I think because of the heat, or maybe they'll reopen later when the heat goes down. But one advice, if you can, do not come to Seville in August. It's too hot to properly enjoy it. It's 42 degrees right now, and we just keep going into shops to sort of sit down, cool off, or buy things. That's how hot it is. You can see how quiet the alleyway is, and this is a Saturday. You know, you would think on a Saturday it would be bustling. Anyway, so it's beautiful, you know, places like that. It's just so hot, too hot to enjoy. It's about 8:20 and the temperature has now dropped massively to 38 degrees from 42 degrees. I've been sarcastic, love. Anna is correcting me that 42 to 38 isn't massive. So apparently I'm not great at being sarcastic, so she was correcting me. Anyway, it has dropped massively from 42 degrees to 38 degrees, and I suspect that's why the bells were rejoicing at the drop. I'm tired, the heat, at the drop in temperature, but it's beautiful. I think it's still very hot, but it's a lot more bearable now. Yeah, it is beautiful though. We are now heading back to our campsite. This is our last night in the Dos Hermanas campsite. We wake up early tomorrow and we'll set off early to go to the ferry port. Yeah, we're pretty much ready. Anna's over there. And I was hoping to do another walk around of the campsite today, but the vehicles left early during the day and it was so hot and we went into town. We've just come back. It's quite dark already. So it's probably already just what we did yesterday. We have different vehicles here now, but we're gonna get an early night so we can be up early tomorrow to make a fresh start for our drive to the ferry port tomorrow. And yeah, see you tomorrow.